Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Rum Regret Podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
It is Tuesday, April 29th, and as of this recording, The Last of Us Season 2, Episodes 2 and 3 have dropped. So we are going to be discussing those and hopefully work through all of our issues with everything that's happened in these two episodes, because, oh damn, it's a lot. But before we get into that, how's everybody doing? Joe, how are you?
Good.
Nate, how are you doing?
Older. I'm just older. That's all it is. I'm tired.
Wow. Okay.
Everything's tired. Leveled up over the weekend, but everything just hurts more.
Right, yeah.
So, there it is.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, cheers. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And, all right. Joe, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. So let's roll with the horror corner. Joe, what do you got?
We got a couple of awesome trailers that dropped. The first one is Final Destination Bloodlines, which we finally are coming back to the Final Destination universe.
Yes.
And
Can't drive behind a logging truck ever.
Ever. No,
Ever.
No, nobody can.
Yeah.
They've ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
So, looks like they're kind of doing an overarching, here's the entire storyline of Final Destination, here's where it started, and,
Yeah.
it's kind of a Hellraiser Bloodlines of Final Destination, which it's interesting they called it Bloodlines.
Right.
But the trailer has a really great sequence of a family backyard barbecue that everything horrible happens.
Nice.
Tracks.
I have not seen this yet. I need to check it out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good trailer.
Okay.
Definitely for that the barbecue sequence.
Nice. Excellent.
Then we got a first trailer for Fear Street Prom Queen.
What?
Oh, you didn't know this?
No.
Oh, it just came out today.
Oh, dude.
If you want, I can give you a minute to watch it.
Dude.
Oh, God. So, yeah, we're going to Shady Side Prom in 1988.
Fuck yes, man. I cannot wait.
Oh my god.
When does this
so huge?
When does it drop?
So it comes out, give me a minute, it's May 23rd.
Oh, yeah, soon.
Yep. And then Final Destination comes out May 16th.
Okay. Nice, dude.
Yeah, it looks really good. As all the Fear Streets are.
Yes. Oh, man, I'm excited. That got me pumped. I am pumped now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andy, we're not going to freeze you.
No, damn it. But Kath. Oh, butter. Right.
And then, last but not least, Death of a Unicorn is now available at home on YouTube. You can rent it for $19.99 or buy it for $24.99.
Did you watch it?
Highway robbery. No, I haven't yet.
It's fucking good. I talked about it last time, didn't I?
Right. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was a questionable parenting moment, but man, we had a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, is it $19.99 for rental good? Because that's highway robbery. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, wait a week.
I'm in the same. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. If we see it, for the rent for $19.99, we're like, nah, I think we'll wait. And then
you could buy
what
it
happened
for
to rent
$20?
for $3.99? Like,
so,
well,
that's like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it just got out of the theater.
Yeah.
So it literally was in the theater like 2 weeks ago. So
Isn't it?
I would.
I have no concept of time.
Yeah, I would wait at least another week before you spend anything on it. But you could probably, like, if you check on certain sites, sometimes they're discounted pretty deeply. Or just set a Google alert for the movie, and it'll tell you when it goes down.
No, for sure.
But Fandango at Home is my kind of streamer of choice, and they usually have pretty good deals on newer stuff. So
We should hit up Mr. Soup. Usually he's all over those.
Oh, yeah. Good point. It's probably already available for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Dude,
really
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Okay.
Nate, I hear you have a little addendum.
I do. I have a pretty fucking epic addendum to the horror corner. Sinners has got to be one of my favorite movies of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, man. This thing is 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 97% audience score. It's sweeping the country, basically. He's literally Ryan Coogler is literally breaking records every week with this movie. It made like $47 million the first weekend and then $45 million the second, which never happens with horror movies, especially horror movies with like an almost entirely black cast, made by somebody like him. Ryan Coogler, man, I have so much more respect for him after watching all of the kind of behind the scenes stuff on this movie, and it was like this crazy screenplay they didn't know was going to get made, and then the format of it, like there's literally a separate YouTube video of Ryan Coogler talking about the different formats that you can see this movie in and why you want to go see it in individual type of formats, right?
Sure.
I mean, God, the guy's a Bay Area kid from Oakland, went to USC Film School, and basically just started kicking ass out the gate. Him and Michael B. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan's almost been in every movie he's directed.
I think so, yeah.
But he has been in every major success, like Creed and Black Panther and etc. And now this is just knocking it out the park. And it's interesting. The movie TikTok people that have gotten famous since the pandemic from reviewing movies, are kind of universally going apeshit for this when they really make their hay on being very critical of movies, like especially Marvel shit, and like they are not fanboys at all, unless something like this hits. And man, this movie, like, it's hard to put it into words. We left the theater, and Addie's using the restroom, and I'm just sitting there in the lobby, like, God damn, fuck me, that was good. And I didn't realize I said it out loud. And this lady next to me was like, right? My friends think I'm crazy, but I'm fucking shook. And I was like, right? Oh my God, that movie was so fucking good.
Nate made a friend.
Dude, it's so, I forget what did Stoops call it? It's like maximalist filmmaking, like intentionally maximalist filmmaking. It's just packed full of stuff. There's really no downtime. There's no wasted space or frames, or like the editing is going to win awards besides everything else winning awards. The acting is insane.
Yeah.
You've never seen Haley Steinfeld like this, and Jesus Christ, like one of the previews, you can see her, in full vampy mode with her southern accent, like, we gonna kill every last one of you, like going crazy. Man, just the way that it's done, and the love that was put into this, and then like the main vampire is Irish, and he has like a moment of like camaraderie with Michael B. Jordan's character because he knows what the struggle that Michael B. Jordan's character and all his whole family in the Black South has gone through, because the Irish went through something similar, like at the hands of the British. It's just like, it's very deep for being, one movie. Right. Like, people are already clamoring, like, when are we going to get like a prequel, or when are we going to get more in this universe? Because it feels so fleshed out, and like we get to see Delroy Lindo again doing what he does. I fucking love Delroy Lindo. He's been in everything. Omar Miller's in this, but Michael B. Jordan playing twins that are distinctly different characters, even when they're on the screen at the same time. Just blown away. I can't say enough good things about it. Wow. If you have the chance, see this in IMAX before the weekend, because Thunderbolts is going to take some of those screens. But you have to see this in the theater if you can, like especially if you're into horror. But fuck me, like just the music in this is insane.
I'm going to try to get out and see it,
dude. It's a little. Nice. It was I did so. This is another questionable parenting choice, because it's called Sinners, and we saw it on Easter Sunday, which was awesome.
Right.
I couldn't skip the chance to sin that much, like to go see a movie called Sinners about vampires on Easter Sunday. He has risen. He's risen, and he has pointy teeth. Man, it was so good. But I literally did a search, like, why is Sinners rated R? Because I'm going to see it with my 16-year-old daughter.
Oh, right? Sure.
She's the one pushing me to see this movie. Like, I wanted to see it anyway, but she's really into horror movies now, apparently, which is not good. Yeah. Which is good, but she's seen a lot of really bad shit that I didn't know she had seen already. So I didn't feel too bad about it. So I was searching, like, why is this rated R? And it didn't say anything about it being, like, insanely sexy. Like, there's not a lot of like open nudity or whatever, but there's a lot of like sultry, sweaty Southern, like sex scenes in it. I mean, no spoilers, but like Haley Steinfeld spits in Michael B. Jordan's mouth in one scene. Like it's, yeah, they get after it. That's in the trailer. But
how did that make you feel in the theater at that time?
I had to ignore it. I literally had to slightly turn my head so she was no longer in my peripheral.
Oh, sure.
While I'm just
right.
like I could, yeah. And I think after the first one, we both looked at each other and went like, "Fuck."
Right.
And then we just chose to ignore it. And it never came up again.
Nice. Yes, we will never speak of this again.
Yeah. But she absolutely loved it too. And man, I just can't wait to see it again. It's seriously that good. They fucking knocked it out of the park.
Wow. So. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A very good movie.
Wow. Well, dude, that's great. So let's move on. Nate, give us some Marvel news.
Oh, wow, wow, wee, 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 wee. All right, well, 800-pound gorilla, right? In the room, Thunderbolts opens this weekend.
Yeah.
Previews have been pretty much universally glowing. People are saying, "Hey, Marvel's back," or at least it's a great, like, Marvel is back, asterisk, because of the title.
Oh,
Thunderbolts has an asterisk on it.
Yeah.
Like, at least it's a good step in the right direction kind of thing. So apparently it's super fun and not at all like the drivel that we got in some of these recent movies.
Sure.
A little darker, obviously, with that group.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to see it this weekend. I got to figure out how I'm going to grab Addie. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble if I go see it without her.
Of course.
Yeah. So maybe I'll sneak a couple hours in at the end of Friday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's huge. It's going to be pretty much everywhere. The marketing, I can't imagine what they've spent on marketing for this movie because it's everywhere. Like,
right. No, for sure.
Sporting events and movie theaters and all the goodies. Apparently there are 2 post-credit scenes. That's pretty widely announced.
Yeah.
Like, stay for that stuff because it's important. I'm sure it connects to the next things that are happening. Literally, there's an article about it already, and I'm like, nope, get away. Like, get away from me. Yeah, anyway, so that's the big thing that's coming up. I'm really excited for that. We can talk a little bit Daredevil Born Again. Are you guys watching this show?
No, we're still yeah, we have a lot to catch up on.
Oh my god. Okay, so the finale happened while we were gone.
Right.
Holy fuck. Yeah, so the last 2 episodes are just monsters. They're so good. They hit on every level. It's insane action. John Bernthal was born to play the Punisher. Like, I mean, he doesn't say, Rick, that kind of thing.
Right.
You can't protect her. But, yeah, so he was also born to play that role. But he's literally born to play the Punisher. He's fucking fantastic in it.
Yeah.
And literally fought for changes because that's not what the Punisher would do kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's not really a spoiler because it's out there, but there's a Punisher post-credit scene at the end of the finale that is basically, I mean, Marvel's already announced they have a Punisher special feature movie coming out. I think it's a movie or it's like a 4-episode arc where it's just about the Punisher. So we're not sure exactly when it's going to happen. It looks like it's going to be set right after Daredevil Born Again. And it's going to be just the Punisher, which will be awesome because I'd love to get more of that.
Right.
Side note, apparently him in the new Accountant movie with Ben Affleck is one of the best times at the movie theaters right now. That if you want some action bubblegum, they have crazy chemistry and they're both just strapped going after stuff. So yeah, he's really he's pushing hard into that character, ex-military cleaner type person. But he rocks it. So more power to him. Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff coming down. It was actually announced recently that Eyes of Wakanda miniseries. It's like an animated. I think it's 4 episodes.
Yeah,
is coming earlier than we thought. So August 6th on Disney Plus. So we're gonna get that soon. Marvel Zombies debuts on the 3rd of October, which is sooner than we thought too, which is awesome. That's gonna be really cool and R-rated animated Marvel Zombies. So yeah, hopefully they. That's at least 4 or 6 episodes, so it'd be nice to get a good movie length.
Yeah.
animated zombie movie. Let's see. What else do we have here? Lots of like potential spoiler stuff we're not going to talk about because Andy just rages against the machine on that one. 16 Spider-Man villains appearing in Sinister 16. There's a bunch of Spider-Man stuff floating around, like the kid that played Flash in the newer Spider-Man movies with
right,
Toby.
Yeah,
not Toby. Jesus,
no,
my brain.
with
Tom Holland. Yeah, with Tom Holland. He's hoping to become, what's the name of that character? It's like Agent Venom, I think is what it is.
Oh,
so it's
sure.
from the animated show and then also from the comics.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, that's not happening. We did get a reveal of the new Silver Surfer, which is kind of cool.
True.
I thought the animation looked dog shit, frankly. It was not good on the Surfer. I'm excited to see her play that character because she's an amazing actress, but it looks weird.
Yeah, I agree. And and it's funny too. So I didn't see the Miles Teller Fantastic Four movie.
Fan Four Stick?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
And then but the last Fantastic Four movie that came out prior to that was the Silver Surfer, the hybrid Doug Jones, Lawrence Fishburne, Silver Surfer, which it seems like they're doing that part of that story again.
So I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah,
it depends. I don't remember what that story was.
I'm crossing my fingers that this is just Silver Surfer doing something alongside a larger story that's happening around.
Yeah, well, so the deal with why Silver Surfer is a woman now is like it's deeply rooted in the lore, like, or at least the story of the Silver Surfer. Like, so Silver Surfer, Norrin Red, became the Herald of Galactus and Silver Surfer to save his planet from Galactus devouring it. Right? He's like, I will sacrifice my life. This woman that I love, I won't talk to her anymore. I'll go be your herald. We'll find uninhabited planets for you to munch on, so you don't have to kill a bunch of sentient creatures. Right?
Right.
So he goes off on his adventures and this, that, and the other thing. He gets pissed off at Galactus because Galactus devours a planet full of sentient creatures and bails. And so then Galactus goes back to their homeworld, and instead of destroying the homeworld like he planned to, his wife, I guess, his love of his life, Shal Bal, decides to do the same thing he did, and basically doesn't get the chance to say it. Galactus basically just makes her do it. But that's who this Silver Surfer is, supposedly. It's like, so potentially we're going to get more than one, or at least there's some continuity happening where it's not just a reboot and a gender swap. So hopefully it's just story reasons as opposed to doing it to do it.
Got it.
Yeah. So there's the long and short of that one. Yeah. So upcoming MCU, dude, we're going to eat real good over the summer. I mean, not just MCU. So MCU and DC, between Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four and Superman and God, there's going to be so much going on. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot for MCU today. But in general,
all right.
Yeah, good to go. Oh, you can also get Captain America and the Red Hulk, whatever it's called, on digital now too.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Brave New World. Yeah,
Brave New World. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, side note, they did an interview with Palicki. How do you say her name from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Star Trek? Adrian
Padalecki.
It's Palicki.
Okay.
Palicki? Maybe it's Palicki.
She was
anyway.
She was in Orville.
Yes, sorry, Orville.
Okay.
But she was also in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they just did an interview with her. So I think they've been talking to some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people recently, so I think maybe they're going to fold them in this whole Doomsday situation that's coming up.
Like, we need more people in there.
Well, I think that was the whole point of Doomsday, is everybody's in it. That's how we're going to get X-Men.
Okay.
So.
Oh, all right.
Anyway.
Jesus.
All right.
All right.
There you go. Done.
All right. Quick gaming update. Borderlands 4 coming out early, September 12th.
Does anybody care?
What? Borderlands 4?
Borderlands 3 was terrible.
All right. Tiny Tina's was good.
Tiny Tina's was amazing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, After the movie, I'm not excited about anything Borderlands until they prove it to me that it's good.
Wow. Okay. All right.
The movie was dog shit.
No, the movie was dog, but that
puke,
was that's Hollywood injecting. Hollywood does not need to inject into video games. Well,
apparently it was because the creative director, whatever his fucking name is for Borderlands, was there all the time.
Oh, all right.
So,
okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful. I love Borderlands. It's one of my favorite franchises, but they need to do something new. It looks like an expansion. It doesn't look like anything new.
Sure.
So
yeah,
I'm hoping it's something new and crazy, and that would be great.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the watch list.
Wait. You just said video game update. I got a video game update.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
God, man, you just always just pushing. Such a rush. No, sorry. So
I'm so
sorry.
Yeah,
Andy and I'm what's it? Yeah. Ron Burgundy? That's what it was. God,
right.
Anyway, so Andy and I recently did the upgrades to the PS5's Pros, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Everything looks better, rose-colored glosses and all.
Right.
But then Sony has been pulling out these pretty epic remasters, and they remastered a game called Days Gone, which is basically like if Sons of Anarchy survived the zombie apocalypse in Oregon.
Yeah.
You play a biker in Oregon. There's a bunch of different camps that you have to try to help out. You literally are riding your motorcycle around certain different sections of Oregon, but basically all in the wilderness, like at the foot of the mountain.
Oh, no way.
And it's really cool. I don't know the area at all. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, hey, there's that.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic, and the remaster looks great. I played it like an hour of it maybe when it first came out a couple years ago. But I wasn't really feeling the storyline or something. I forget what it was. Yeah. But I am fully into this now. Like Last of Us sucked into this game because it's really good, and the zombies are fucking terrifying. So they're fast. They're 28 days later, super fast zombies, right?
Right.
But they also have hordes that just wander the land, and they literally have like hundreds to thousands of individual animated zombies in them that will flood over you, like World War Z situation.
Oh, sure.
Which sounds like it wouldn't be too big of an issue if you could avoid them, but you literally have to deal with them as part of this game. Otherwise, they wipe out these settlements that you're trying to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to like barter with and do missions for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's been draining my sleep slowly.
Oh, nice. So, speaking of video games, did any of you guys play Until Dawn?
No, but I heard the movie's dog shit.
I'm hearing that the movie's actually really good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, well, time will tell on that one.
I guess. Yeah. Apparently, it's nothing like the game. So, or at least the person who I was listening to was like, "I don't even know why they called it this. It has nothing to do with the game."
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's a World War Z situation.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now we can move on to the watch list. Yes, Nate.
I mean, sure.
Okay, I got to get this out of the way. Yellow Jackets season 3's done. Fuck you guys. Watch it. Thank you. Okay.
Maybe, yeah, I might make some time for that.
God damn, it was so good, guys. It was so good.
Okay.
Season 3 is so great. Christina Ricci is she's so awesome. And Melanie Linsky, and it's amazing. It's such good TV. All right, I'm done.
I don't believe you.
What also had a great season 3, though, Amazon's Wheel of Time. That finished up.
Still on my list.
Dude, so good. So good, so great. Again, expanding the lore. It's so good. And, a lot happens. And it's so great. So good. Disney Plus, Andor, we had the first 3 episodes. The second 3 dropped tonight.
Yep.
Dude, really good Star Wars, really great stuff, and already listened to the hour loop of that dance track from the wedding.
Mon Mothma's getting it.
Oh man, hey, a couple shots will do that for me at the wedding as well.
Oh, my God.
That will make me dance.
So funny.
Joe, let me know when you get there to this episode that the wedding music.
Okay.
Like Jamie was like, I want to get up and dance. Like it was like it's that good. So anyway, but yeah, again, it's a great blend of amazing story and humor. Just it does harken back to, kind of original trilogy Star Wars in a way where I think they're blending a lot of good humor with really great, compelling storylines and really setting everything up well. So I'm excited to jump into the next 3 episodes for sure. Yeah. So that's all I'll say about that. Netflix, and we will table a deeper discussion for this series on our next podcast. Black Mirror, you guys. Oh,
yeah.
What a season.
I mean, it was okay.
All right, yeah.
Jesus, yeah. Every episode just improved.
Wow,
this is really good. Wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
Why? How are they keep making these things better?
I know, right?
Don't download the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Too late.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, Black Mirror, I think, does an amazing job as an anthology series. Just again, really telling these compelling stories that are essentially mini movies that come in and really. Within, 20 minutes, you care about these characters and what's going on and what's happening. And it's hard to pinpoint another series that really brings you in like this.
That makes you rewatch an episode like the USS Callister stuff.
Right.
Like immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, but yeah, we will dissect this season in a future podcast because Black Mirror deserves that kind of love. So, but yeah, bravo, Charlie Brooker. Amazing season of Black Mirror.
Side note, we got a trailer for the new Love, Death, Robots.
Oh, that's true. That is true. That comes out shortly, right? Soon?
Yeah, let me double check.
Early May?
You continue, I'll look.
Okay. Netflix also dropped a movie last weekend called Havoc with Tom Hardy, Forrest Whitaker. You guys, the action scenes in this are next level fucking insane. There's so much blood in this movie, and it's incredible. It's incredible. It's like the story, but damn, like if you went off like action sequences alone and just the amount of blood that was in buckets on set for this. It's incredible. It's
worth of blood.
Yeah, it's worth the watch.
Level.
Yeah, it's worth the watch just for these insane sort of action pieces because it draws you in with one and you're just like, is that just the opener? Like, is that the one just to sort of draw us in? But no, it's like that for the whole entire movie. It's a lot of fun. And with that, we'll move on to
Robots on the 15th. Sorry.
Huh?
Love, Death, Robots on May 15th.
On May 15th. Okay. If you guys have any additions to the watch list, we can get to that before we talk Last of Us.
Your Friends and Neighbors on Apple TV Plus with John Hamm and Olivia
Munn.
What's her Munn? Thank you. God,
welcome.
My brain's not working. Yeah, nice to see her in a show again. Rao. Yeah, amazing show. It's really funny. Very like these are the one percenters and this is their drama kind of situation, but it's not as Real Housewifey.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, just like really high powered trader, like stockbroker guy loses his job and basically has like a 6-month float and that's it. And
oh, wow.
He basically takes to petty crime. Actually, I guess it's grand larceny. He takes to stealing stuff from the people in his neighborhood because they are like uber rich one percenters and won't miss this $250,000 watch because he never fucking wears it and has 10. That kind of thing. So he's literally going through in his mind, like he has an internal monologue as he's walking through, shows the watch, does one of those little explosions, and it's like Saint Jean de Bastien Cartier worth blah 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 blah. But he won't miss it, and it pans down to this like drawer of winding watches. And it's really, really well done. All the character actors are great in it. Supporting cast is really good. But yeah, nice. In general, John Hamm for the win.
Yeah, excellent.
We have access to that as well. So
okay,
if you guys, unless you're going to watch Wheel of Time or Yellow Jackets, it's a good one.
Don't patronize me. Screw you guys. I'm going home. All right. So let's talk episodes 2 and 3 of season 2 of The Last of Us. We'll start with episode 2. Obviously, we'll go in order here.
Spoiler fucking alert, people.
Yeah,
spoiler
heavy
alert.
spoiler alert. If you haven't watched, pause us, go watch them, and then come back and listen to us poorly recap and discuss these 2 episodes. I know I'm going to speak out of order here and start, but so I know episode 2 focuses around Abby's group getting set up at this lodge overlooking Jackson, and they're sort of trying to figure out their best way to get in to get to Joel, and basically it's Abby sort of running in and saying, hey, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to figure out, we need to get to him somehow, and everyone else is kind of on the, all right, well, we got here, but Jackson's
it's her turn to take watch, and they're basically like, we have to convince her to turn back.
No Jackson's well defended. Like we gotta get the hell
city.
Out of here. Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, we came, we saw, and we're gone. But meanwhile, back at Jackson, they have a nice little town meeting of, hey, if the shit hits the fan, this is what we do, right? You stick to the plan. Get out
appropriately timed emergency.
Right. I know, right? Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's good that the quarterly meeting fell on that day.
Yeah, it's called foreshadowing, people.
Yeah. But then there's teams of people that need to go out and just make sure that everything's good. What do they call that? Patrol. Thank you. God damn it.
Jeez. All right. You're as bad as I am today. That's good.
Hey, yeah.
Brains are capped after.
Right? It's been one of them days. Yeah. So, and I know that I forget why, but Ellie had to convince someone to go on patrol. Like they didn't want her to go. Was that right? Or am I getting my?
She wanted to go with Joel, and then she ended up going with Jesse because Joel took off with Dina.
That's right.
Is that right? I think that's right.
Yeah. But sure enough, Blizzard hits. And this is one of the weirder spots of just because of what happens later in the episode. And I'm just talking because they get essentially stuck out in the blizzard, but then there are points where it doesn't look so blizzardy. And did you guys get this too, where like it's like, no, we can't go back, and then it's, oh, but we got to go up here, or we got to go here and we'll go there.
Yeah.
And then
the weather fluctuates.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Right. I mean, like it does in real life, and I'll give it that as well. But Abby essentially goes out and says, all right, I'm going to get a better look at this and see what's going on. And
Classic.
Like, how the hell did she get to Jackson? Because man, like
she didn't get to Jackson. But... Well,
but she got close enough and didn't die. But like, she slips down a hill. Yeah. Right.
Too close to the edge. Classic. Gives away kind of thing.
Yeah, but this focuses and starts one of the coolest sequences I think we've ever seen on screen, where you have a layer of frozen, sort of infected, right? And they're the blanket for the army.
They mentioned it earlier in the episode that, like, holy shit, they were like, they kicked a couple of frozen ones, and then 30 of them came up underneath. They were using their dead as cover. Yeah. Like, wait, what? Yeah.
So yeah, kind of piggybacking on the smart on the smart infected stalker, that we got from Ellie the first episode. But yeah, guy, I fucking love this sequence. I just thought it was so cool and so terrifying. And obviously, we had a handful of infected in season 1. I think they they definitely delivered on.
Yeah, they literally did this to address the critics from season 1, by all accounts. Right. This isn't in the game, apparently. So.
Yeah.
that was one sequence where I was like, okay, what the fuck is she gonna do? What the fuck is she gonna do?
Yeah.
When she finally falls down the hill and then kind of looks around and sees that there's just like a mass grave or whatever, and then sees, like, turns and off camera turns and then looks, and it's a frozen clicker, like, sticking shoulder out of the thing. And you're like, wait, what the fuck is happening? And then you think it's the clicker turning, but it's not. It's like all of the ground underneath it turning, and it's like almost liquefaction, where it's like when earthquakes hit landfill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
Yeah. Great visuals. And then, Abby's trying to run away from them, but this horde is dead set on screwing up the town.
Yeah.
So
there's two, right?
Yeah.
There's
so they
horrors,
they converge sort of in each other and then head towards the town. But they also, like, there's a group that attacks Abby as well. And I saw a great thing online that this a side by side with what they filmed for and what they did in the game, and it's almost exact.
Intense. Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah. And it's really good. So they have her sort of shimmying between a chain link fence and a building, and then the chain link fence falls, and so she's sort of just, trying to get out.
Triangle. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me squeamish. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Hands going through the chain link, like it cutting through the hands. Oh,
yeah.
That was great.
So crazy.
Saved by a gun from off screen. Blah.
Yep. And sure enough, it's Joel. And doesn't Dina give that away? Doesn't she?
Yeah,
Joel,
well,
we gotta
she's
get out
yelling
of
at
here?
him because they're in the barn with the horses or whatever, and then they're trying to figure out where to go, and then Abby's like, we had a place nearby.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, don't go.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I from not playing the game, I would hope that it was, he saved my life. I need to, but I don't know, man.
He killed your father.
Yeah.
And everyone you knew.
Yeah.
So no. Abby says that too. Like,
right.
I saved your life. She's like, what life? There goes your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And apparently that doesn't get revealed until the end of the game.
Right.
Like her motivations, apparently. So Steve has played the game twice, several times, I think, and has been very vocal on Facebook about his dislike for their episode 8ing Game of Thronesing this damn
right.
Like, oh no, is it really that bad? We're really enjoying it. Yeah, he's not happy with it. They're fast tracking it basically for the TV show for people who haven't played the game, which it makes sense because not a lot of people play those games. I mean, a lot of video gamers played them, but overall, a lot of the HBO public did not. So makes sense why you'd have to fast track some stuff.
Yeah. So Ellie hears it over the radio that Joel hasn't checked in. Mm-hmm. So she goes out to find out what's going on. And, the sequence that happens,
that's rough.
Dude. So sometimes when there's sort of, there's source material for it. And obviously we saw this through Game of Thrones where they will diverge, for the sake of story or for the sake of sort of actor star power and stuff like that. And I had heard through the grapevine that Joel dying is what happens in the game, right?
Oof, brutal.
But with a TV show, you never know what's going to happen. Like they could sort of twist it or turn it. And when they got here, like I was wondering, like, are they going to go through with it? Are they going to actually? But I should have known through watching sort of the behind the scenes, and the companion, sort of little stuff after these shows, that they're going to stick as much to the storyline as they can, right? And they're not really going to diverge that much. And this obviously sets up Ellie's arc for the rest of the season here, right? But I don't know, guys. Work me through your thoughts on the sequence.
That was rough.
Well, Well, it was also rough that she almost got the drop on them.
Yeah.
Like so to your point, she hears that Joel hasn't checked in. She finds the tracks in the snow, gets into the bottom floor of this place, hears the beating happening from above her, and basically has a shot if she needs to take it, and does the walk into the room, and then instantly gets just clocked to the ground and is forced to watch them finish beating the shit out of him. And then, it's brutal.
Yeah. Joe?
And her acting in that scene was just bananas.
She's winning an award for this episode 100%. There's no way she doesn't. It's
that
so
was
good.
hard to watch.
Yeah.
That was Addie.
Yeah.
I had about the same reaction. She was crying for like 20 minutes straight afterwards. We couldn't believe it happened.
Yeah. So. But while all this is happening, that horde is full-on attacking Jackson, and they rang the lit the fires of Barandor, right?
Mm-hmm.
they have their plan in place, right? And
it's working well.
Everything's going great. Like, no, seriously, like
until Thick Boy shows up.
Yeah, dude, the bloater, man. Oh,
it is a big boy.
Yeah. What a great sequence this is too, because you have the first line of defense, which is the guys at the wall, right? And then all of your little tricks and everything at the wall. But then when they realize that the bloater's coming, they're not going to knock it down. It's going to get through. Then, we're going to resort to, people on rooftops and flamethrowers in the middle of the streets.
Yeah. Medieval, like, death trap, basically. Like, but then they show the infected show intelligence. They're flanking. They're, like, running up the buildings, and it's nuts.
Yeah, and how about the dogs, man?
That was awesome.
That was sweet.
Like, wow, how many fucking German Shepherds do they have? Oh, wait, it's been 5 years, so they could have bred attack dogs. Clearly, they've got some ex-K9 experts there. Good God.
Right, and did they not feed them for a week? Something just to let them out?
I don't think that. Yeah, I think they were just attack dogs.
Good trained. Yeah, good boys.
Well
good
trained.
boys. Yeah.
Is it me, or could they have picked a few better flamethrower guys? Because wasn't there a sequence where
they all
everybody
bailed.
just booked it and left Tommy there, just like
Well, I think they saw the bloater and pooped themselves.
Right. Yeah. But the sequence that I love is when Tommy gets stuck in the alleyway or in the back there and is one-on-one with the bloater, and like turns that flamethrower up to 11, man, and just lets it go. And
I totally thought he was gonna die. I was like, "You're done."
Yeah, he's gonna be jelly on the wall. There's no way he wins this fight.
Right. But I love how they did the slow death of the bloater, just enough to fall right in front.
And the crispy bloater is the opening scene for the next episode, too.
Yeah.
You're like, what is that?
Yeah.
Ew. It's like still bubbling.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking it was gonna just explode.
Right. I know that would have been just to see bloater goop all over Tommy. That would have been.
I've played too much Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. But I mean, the whole sequence of this attack and just the action in this was next level.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say the internet reactions of Joel's death were just like it ruined relationships.
Yeah,
it's like, you knew this was gonna happen and you didn't fucking tell me. Like,
right?
It's a TV show. I can relax. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
When they were dragging his body behind the horse, I was like, "Oh God.
Man."
Yeah, Ellie's just in shock.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah. So this gets us to episode 3.
3 months later.
3 months later. So we get the Ellie sort of having her nightmare reaction to what happened. And then the the sequence of her, getting better, right? And eventually getting sort of released and having her final sort of check-in with Catherine O'Hara. Which
It's such a great character.
it really is. They could not have picked anyone better to play this. Yeah, I love it so much. But then what really got me was her and Dina. And
The cookies.
yeah, the cookies. Yeah, and cookies makes everything better, makes hard news even better. But man, Isabella Merced getting quite the name from Alien Romulus, and she's killing it in this.
Yeah.
Excited to see her as Hawkgirl, but dude, she lights up every moment on screen here.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's really, really good. And they put a plan in place. Well, so wait, so is it Dina that tells her to collect her thoughts on paper?
It's
it was
the
Tommy.
brother.
Or no,
Tommy.
Jesse. It was Jesse.
Jesse, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's on the council, and he was saying, like,
it is Jesse.
you gotta.
That's right.
Yeah, you're just mad.
Don't knee jerk this. You gotta,
Yeah, well, backing up a bit, it's so the whole scene over the cookies is and Ellie's like, "Oh, you made me cookies just because?" She's like, "No, it's a peace offering for what I'm about to do."
Right.
And then she tells her, she's like, "I remember everything from that day.
That's right.
Here are the names. This is the WLF. Here's the Wolf Patch. This is where they're headed." And Ellie's just furious. Like, you let him get away. You gave him 3 weeks. And she's like, "Hey, everything was fucked. Like, everyone was, there were mass graves and the city was burning." And I had this thought, like, if you can't catch up to the people, but you know where they're going, maybe let them get there.
Yeah.
It was a really good line, and the way she threw it out there was awesome. And then, so that's when they start kind of expanding it a little bit and talk to Tommy, and Tommy basically is like, I'll support you, but this is we're going to have to do this right. We're going to have to bring it in front of the town. Everyone's going to have to vote, but I'll have your back. And then he looks at Dina and is like, if you ever keep information from me again, you're going to be on rendering duty for a month.
Yeah.
And she's like, ew. And then there's the whole scene where she's talking to Jesse, and he's like, write it down, because right now you're angry and that kind of thing. So
and then we go to the town meeting where they're discussing everything, and Ellie's at the bottom of the list, for new business. And but they're so they have a sort of a motion on the floor to go and find the people who did this to Joel and take him out. Right. And they sort of send it around the room. Right. And you have one guy who says, "Hey, yeah, they did this, but we need to be the bigger person and forgive and forget."
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then the guy who gave Ellie and Dina crap at the thing, and this is Robert John Burke. I don't know if you guys remember him from Thinner, the Stephen King movie.
No.
Dude,
Seth. His name is Seth, the bar owner.
Right.
He's like, this is bullshit. Bunch of goddamn victims. Like,
Thinner is one of my favorite Stephen King movie adaptations, and I know that there are a bunch of them out there, and there are a lot better movies. But dude, Robert John Burke, he nails that character in Thinner just so well. So the second he starts to talk here, I'm just like, holy shit, that's him. Because I did not recognize him the first 2 episodes. Dude, his delivery and like the way he brings what he says here is like, no, man, this is eye for an eye. Like, we need to go out and we need to get them. And so, yeah, I love that Ellie sort of gets this unlikely sort of ally in, I'm going to help them and get them, and get them what they need. And so they get outvoted.
who the fuck? 3-5?
Right?
Shit, or 3-8?
3-8.
Jesus Christ, you fucking bitches.
Right.
Well, I was like, who's the 3? I mean, is it really just Tommy, his wife, and Jesse?
I would assume so. Right.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And so, but, obviously, Ellie and Dina are like, okay, so we're going, We're gonna do this on our own. And
I love the scene when Dina just walks in and is just like, okay, no, you're going to need this, you're going to need that, you're not going in chucks.
You're not bringing your chucks.
Right,
Everything
yeah.
needs to fit in your backpack.
Yeah, literally your revenge kill, like, packing list, right? I think we need to find out what was on that list, because that would be good show notes there.
Right.
Your revenge kill packing list. Yeah.
Good camping list.
Right. Yeah. And so
all the ammo you can carry.
Yeah, they get all set up and they get all packed up, and they, in the middle of the night, Seth even lets him out, right? Gives him his sort of he gives them a better rifle, right? Mm-hmm. Gives Ellie a better rifle.
This is better trade.
Yeah. And
he says he'd go with them, but Ellie.
So I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Eve, and he's just like, "You sure it was friendly?" That's such a great clapback.
Oh yeah.
That would have been great though if he went with him.
Yeah,
I would pay for that, buddy cop.
Oh, dude, totally.
Alternate universe.
Yeah. But so, and I think this happened before all this happened, but we had a sort of a cutscene of this group making it through the wilderness.
Oh yeah, it's like some cultists with scarification and the weird sigil on their back and they whistling and
hammers.
Yeah, but they mentioned the a prophet who is like sort of in him we trust, like, in a way. So someone started this. Yeah. Named himself a prophet. I don't know if these guys are from the game at all.
I don't know. I didn't make it that far. I stopped. Let's see. I'm trying to remember exactly when I stopped. I stopped after. I want to say it was after the death, but that's not true because I remember seeing the ride into Seattle.
Right. Okay.
But that stuff wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
At that point, at least. So.
Yeah. But yeah, they have their little whistle alerts because they're making their way through the forest, and the last whistle alert, everybody sort of panics and scatters, right? And then Ellie and Dina eventually catch up with them, but
they're on the same path, but
but they all dead now.
We're all gunned down in the back,
right?
Kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
And it was the wolves, because that's what the guy was saying to his daughter.
Right. Yeah, what do they call the Western Liberation Front?
Washington Liberation
Front.
WLF, and as Ellie was like, fucking original.
Right.
Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was funny.
But so they end up making it to Seattle, which I love the visual of Seattle as they come in. And you just the overgrown sort of decimated city is I can't get enough of that. Like no matter what they do, like no matter what show it is, like if somebody puts that on if I get a good look at a vista of a overgrown old city, like that's right in my wheelhouse. Like I love that stuff. But then we get a look at the organization sort of gathering their troops and getting everything ready.
APC and Humvees and a fucking army, like a literal
right,
dozens and dozens and dozens of people.
Yeah, and that was our big sort of reveal for what's to come here.
Yeah.
So, dude, I know that they said that they're gonna. Well, I don't know that they said this. Well, did they say that they're gonna split The Last of Us 2 into season 2 and season 3 because there's so much?
I think they have to because there's only 4 more episodes.
Oh, that's right. There's only okay. That's right.
Yeah. So,
dude, how long are we gonna have to wait till season 3?
I'm hoping they're shooting this stuff concurrently.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess TBD.
Yeah. But like, what were your big gotchas for these, for episode 3 anyway?
Go ahead, Joe.
Dude, the cult people.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Did I change channels? Like,
Right? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
dude, the look of those people, like the scars, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Little Constance, I'm like, of course she's named Constance.
Right.
All right.
Can I
Yeah.
have a hammer too,
Culty
Daddy?
kid name.
Sure, here's a little tack hammer, kid. Don't hurt yourself with it.
Right. Yeah. I know. I love and I hate stuff like that because I just need to know more now about this group, and I don't know that we ever will.
Yeah, so they're actually called out by name in Wikipedia, like quick blurb here, and it says,
Okay.
later Ellie and Dina encounter a group of dead seraphites,
Oh,
including
okay.
a young child, the sight of which causes Dina to vomit everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
It's got to come back into play at some point then.
Well, yeah, I mean, they wouldn't put him in there just to have him be, well, maybe just to have him be dead and then be fuel, because Dina was literally like, yeah, if they did this, fuck them, you know.
Right.
Like, so I don't know. Hopefully they're in there for more than just.
I mean, then why not just make them normal people? Why make them weird cult members with scarification?
Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%. Nothing like a good old cult
Yeah.
instead of a zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah. Crazy.
Right.
Yeah. What else, guys?
Not much, man.
Yeah.
Excited to see where this goes.
Right.
I'm glad I'm getting my zombie fix on this other game because it's weird. So if they're splitting the game in half, I'm going to have to, I definitely have to wait to play it until this, but I'm just going to have to play up until the show ends, I guess.
Oh, sure.
It was really hard to put down. Like,
Yeah.
literally, like, wow, this is really fucking good. And it looks fantastic. Just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So.
If you, I don't know, dude. If you're willing to put it down halfway through, because I get in my sort of like gaming thing, and I need to know what happens, especially for those.
Trust me, it's a daily struggle.
Yeah,
That's why I said I'm glad I'm getting a fix from something else. Because
for sure.
that's my my drug of choice. That's the video game.
All right. So is that all? Is that all we got?
Unless you got something else.
I got
for us,
nothing
Bubba.
else. I got nothing else. So, guys, let us know what you thought of The Last of Us Season 2, Episodes 2 and 3. Anything that we missed, anything that we forgot to talk about. You can find us on Facebook at the Rum Regret Podcast. You can find us on all other social networks. Just search for the Rum Regret Podcast. We're there. Joe, where can they find you?
At Joe Chickadee on the socials or at joechickadee.com.
Nate, where can they find you?
Yeah, Avid Gamer, AV1D Gamer on the socials and your gaming platforms of choice. And sadly, this amazing game that I'm playing, Days Gone, is not multiplayer, but they did just add a horde mode apparently, so you can fight a never-ending horde of zombies.
Oh, wow.
It's like, I'm having a hard enough time on the hard difficulty by myself, so we'll see what happens. But
oh, man.
yeah, it's good.
Crazy.
Play it.
Nice. You can find me at Crazy Drake on Facebook, at Andrew Drake on X, and until the next time, we have spoken.
WLF, Wolf, fucking how original. I got nothing. I don't know.